Mental toughness is a phenomenon that seems to encapsulate the driving force of success behind all sports. As athletes, we are taught to handle certain pressures, disappointments, and fears, but the basis of mental toughness differs for every sport. Gymnastics, in its own unique ways, requires immeasurable amounts of mental strength. There is no achievement if your mind cannot handle the endeavors that your body must face. To those who are not athletes, what they see is strictly physical. They can see your pain and struggle on the outside, but what happens inside an athlete's mind is far and away more powerful. In gymnastics, your mental strength must stem from one basic unit: trust. Everything we do, whether it be flipping on a 4-inch beam, swinging on pieces of wood, flipping countless times on a 40x40 floor, or running full speed at a stationary object, it cannot and will not happen unless you have a complete mind and body connection. Everything we do requires hundreds of drills and mental visualizations. We constantly fight ourselves to do something that humans shouldn't be able to do in the first place. We fail and fail and fail again for what? To be able to rip pieces of skin off our hands the size of quarters, to fall on our faces all the time, to break bones, or to give up a social life? Of course not. Those things, all of those things, are just products. Products that you have to be able to push out of your mind in order to succeed. When you do gymnastics, you are attempting to work against every force that pushes you down, like gravity, balance, or worse, your own fear. Mental toughness does not come from being able to perform every trick. Mental toughness comes from the gymnast that can have a terrifying fall, then get back up and try it again. It doesn't mean being fearless, it means being able to handle your fear. Mental toughness comes from the gymnast that can fall 100 times and still have the drive and perseverance to try again. It doesn't mean having endless amounts of energy, it means being able to push your body to limits you didn't think possible. Mental toughness comes from the gymnast that can stand by and watch others pass them up and still work every day to better themselves. It doesn't mean being selfish, it means knowing what you want and finding a way to get there. A goal is a goal, that's what we are taught. You work for it, and along the way you learn more about yourself than anything in school could teach you. Mental toughness is being able to handle those things you learn about yourself, the things about yourself that you fight, whether it be that you have no patience, that you cannot hide your emotions, or that you just simply aren't good enough. These things get pushed into your mind until you know exactly the type of person you are. Gymnastics forces you to know and accept all the good and bad things that make you, you. I cannot think of another sport that teaches you so much about your mind and body. Mental toughness allows you to use those things, all of those things about you, to grow as a person and excel in this crazy sport.
Mental toughness to me, that means like working way harder than any of your other teammates, basically outworking anybody else in the gym and still feeling like you're the worst one, but just fighting anyway just for the pure love of gymnastics. Let's see, mental toughness has shaped my gymnastics in like so many ways. I guess it started when I was like little. I was told that you're never going to be good enough. You're going to get so frustrated with your lack of natural ability that you're never going to make it past level 5. And like coaches were just told not to bother with me, things like that. But for whatever reason, like just the love of gymnastics makes you just want to prove all those people wrong. And I think that's like what just drove me to always just try to be as successful as possible, even if like coaches are doubting you, other teammates are doubting you, sometimes you doubt you, but you just have to remember like that little girl who just loved the sport so much, and like that's what gets you through the hard days. Like once you get older, it's definitely more mental for sure, and sometimes you're just so exhausted and or so scared of something that may seem dumb when you look back at it, but at the time it's just like this huge thing and it's scary, and sometimes you just don't want to do it, but everybody else is expecting you to do it. Your coach, if you're in high school, your teammates, everybody just needs you to do that one thing, and then you just kind of have to like shut your mind off and just remember why you started the sport. And so then you have to let your body do the work. And I think that ability to push everybody out of the way, push whatever it is out of the way, just out of your mind, and just let your body take over, I think that's how it's just shaped me.
Gucci.
Mental toughness aided in my gymnastics career and helped me succeed in my gymnastics career because with all the expectations I had, because I won junior year and I had more expectations to be successful like that for senior year, it just kind of kept me going and kind of motivated me because it made me become a better gymnast and a better person with knowing that I had to uphold what I did the year before. And it was a little challenging, a little tough because people always wanted me to be the one on top, and it kind of put a lot of pressure on me because I wasn't sure if I was doing what everybody else wanted me to do. Mental toughness aided in my college gymnastics career as well because coming up to college is stressful with school and work and if you're going to do a sport, so it's just kind of tough because my coaches were always on me and my teammates were always on me to really pursue my gymnastics career because I've always wanted to do this my whole life, and there were points where I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep going because it's just so hard on your body and you just don't know if you can last that long, another 4 years of gymnastics, so it's just kind of hard with all my coaches and teammates really pushing me to do this and my parents too. So with all that, it's just a lot of pressure and a lot of takes a lot of motivation and determination to do it. Physical toughness and mental toughness are very important in the sport of gymnastics, but mental toughness, in my opinion, is more important because you know you can do the skills, you know your body can do the hard skills, but it's just the mind that gets in the way of things. Like, for instance, if coaches tell you to do 5 routines or do skills that you're afraid of, you know that your body can do them, but it's just a matter of getting your mind to actually do the skills. And there are a lot of people that are afraid of skills, like it's really scary flipping on 4-inch wide beam or tumbling in the air, but you know that you can't let your head get ahead of you because you have so much to accomplish, and if your mind stops you, there's no way you're going to be successful. So just kind of you have to balance out your mind and your body and kind of go off both of them.